Doing sports talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing and UFC. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now the reason I said UFC is the UFC president Dana White is in the news a little bit. He always is, right? But it's a little thing that I should go get my told you hat, right? But I won't do y'all like that. Well, I was talking about Oscar De La Hoya a few days ago, stating that the fight between Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather is not good for boxing. Everybody should boycott it in an open letter. I was surprised he can do an open letter because it should have came out about other things. But I'll put the video up there so y'all can check it out. And I was like, okay, well, it is what it is. I didn't think it was right. But Dana White is saying the same thing, and Dana White has exposed them just like we did. And he just showed the two different interviews where he says this fight is not a good fight for boxing, right? And we shouldn't watch it with a UFC fighter fighting Floyd Mayweather. That shouldn't even happen. It's not good for boxing, right? But a few months before, he's saying Canelo against McGregor is a great fight, right? So it's more to that's just hypocritical. There's no way around it. And it's also what I was stating. It's just him putting on his promoter hat. Like, hey, if that fight's gonna bring money, I'm not gonna sit here and bash it unless it's somebody else's fight, right? And in this case, that's somebody else being Mayweather. That can happen. So Dana White, you know, came out and exposed them, which I'm pretty sure De La Hoya and the people be writing this stuff, talking. You should be telling them, hey man, be careful what you say out there, because it's gonna come back to haunt you. It's just good that fans are seeing this. It's exposed. That's pretty good. So you won't be, taking his words so seriously all the time, especially when he has his promoter hat on there. If he's talking about someone affiliated with him or something that can directly, have an effect on what he's trying to do. It is what it is. That's how that's how all it is. That's what advertising is all about. People are not advertising for someone else's product. Period. So that's enough on that. Now Dana White also says he's feeling very bullish about this Conor McGregor versus Mayweather fight. And when it comes down to it, he's going to want 50-50. And if that's the case, then, I personally think bye-bye fight. And I probably won't be saying much about it, but bye-bye fight. I know if I were personally Floyd Mayweather and anybody walked in my office talking about 50-50 to me after what I've accomplished in boxing for 19 years, barely having a close fight, no. Just don't come in here talk 50-50%, period. Make sure you don't come, you should have it right on top of the door. Don't come in here talking 50-50%. Because someone is going to have to respect what he's done. As he was doing it, the hate that comes with his way of him changing his persona and people wanting to see him lose and whatever, understood. But at this point, we can reflect on what we have just seen. And we haven't seen anything. It's pretty much unprecedented, right? Especially when you're taking of rounds won and how many close rounds. And, we don't have too many close fights to even talk about, except Castillo or something. You got to go back. You got to figure something out. So when you're talking about that and the money that he's generated over the years, and especially, this is not coming from advertisement and people getting behind him. This is because of the hate that was trying to see him lose. So at this point, you're trying to put respect, going his way, even if you were going against him. For example, I'll give you an example, just from tennis. I don't like Steffi Graf, right? Dominant old Steffi Graf. You guys are a little bit older, you know what I'm talking. Steffi Graf dominating tennis. She was the Mike Tyson of tennis. I've said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. Mike Tyson tennis. I'm going against her all the time. Going against it. Want somebody to beat her, man, because she dominated. I'm going for watching all her matches, trying to hope she lose, right? But let somebody come and say Steffi Graf wasn't a good tennis player. I'm in front of the Steffi Graf. Hold up, I got your back, Steph. Hold up. I'll start telling you, what shouldn't she do? Fraulein forehand. You couldn't stop her. What part of 6'3", 6'0", you don't understand. Matches that 4 matches out of every 5 was under an hour. Total athlete. bringing fitness into the game, running around that backhand because she didn't have one but a sliced backhand, running around and hitting forehands, drive forehand 24/7. You know, don't nobody else get to bash Steffi because I understood her athletic prowess and how great she was or is. Still a great wife, whatever. But that's the point. I wasn't going for her, but I acknowledge how great she was. And that's how we should view sport, understanding we're not going to like everybody, especially as they're playing. We got antagonists. We want the other guy to win. But at some point, you have to reflect and know who you hating on. And most of the time, when you start hating on somebody, they probably are doing something. Because you don't hate on people that ain't doing nothing, do you? Do you hate on the wino you pass by going shopping? Don't. You know what I'm saying? You're not hating. Hating on people who do things. It's that simple. So when it's Floyd Mayweather, we come in here talking 50-50. I don't think you should do it. They have a word in German, and it fits it better than us in English. It's called Majestätsbeleidigung, right? Insulting royalty. You don't want to do that. And Floyd Mayweather is boxing royalty. 50-50, no one, not even Conor McGregor, should be going in there talking 50-50 to Floyd Mayweather. And if that's the case, I don't think the fight's going to happen because I'm pretty sure I deal with a lot of empathy. That's how I'll be feeling if I was Floyd Mayweather. Just acknowledge what he's done, go in there, beat him, and then maybe do something else. But what the man has done is basically unprecedented. You know what I'm saying? In terms of close fights and competition level, the people you are beating. So I don't know about that 50-50, White. Good luck with that. Dome Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm